Greetings there, everybody. It's Hardi-Jay here once again. We're going to be talking about Game of the Years and maybe my top three. Let's go with my top three games that I played this year. And yeah, get ready for a lot of Splatoon. Just heads up. So let's continue. Bump up, bump. So for my third, I am tied between two games. One, we got Chronicles Remastered. A lot of things, including myself, very negative things to say about this game. But overall, I have to say, it was a shot down nostalgically. So, I played on PC and not Switch, so I don't know if that is worth anything, but it is literally the PS1 through and through. And going through it again really brought me down memory lane. And that is a plus in my book. So other than that, is it worth playing? If you're a fan of the original, yes. If you're not, if you play it for the first time, there is going to be a lot of jank and frame issues. Playing the original, that's kind of the thing with this game. So other than that, story great. And the thing is, this is how I go with the Chrono thing. Chrono Trigger, masterpiece. This game, absolutely wonderful. A sequel to Chrono Trigger, absolutely horrible. If you treat it as a sequel, you're going to be disappointed. If you treat it as the game itself, it's a great game. And it's worth trying. So, tied for third, the other third one is Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Donna. It's the PS5 version. I played the PS4 version years ago when it came out whenever it came out on PS4. I played the PS5 version. One, a lot more smoother. And the thing is that it's been a while since I don't remember everything, which is good. Returning to the game, beautiful, because I'm predicting when I get the PS5 version of number 9 next year, I'm going to have the same type of thing, because I don't remember too much about 9, like I don't remember too much from 8. When I played 8, it was almost like a vague memory of me playing. Like, I remember parts of certain parts, and I don't remember the ending at all, which was good, because I was totally surprised, which I got the true ending, which I don't think I got in the original one. I don't remember. The memories just escaped. Great version. I recommend 8 over 9. The only thing I need to say is that 9 has slightly better graphics than 8. Better when I played 8. There's a little bit of graphic. It's not as good as 9. Story-wise, far superior. 8. A lot more smoother. So play the PS5 version or the Steam version. Definitely both. But yeah, that's definitely a number 3 pick of along with Chrono Cross of 2022. So, for number 2, I'm not going to get into too much because I don't remember a lot from it. It is a lot of things, but number 2 is my continuing journey through the Xenoblade. With Xenoblade Chronicles 2, this is the special edition I got way back when it first came out. I played it for an hour and didn't touch it until this year, where I pretty much 100%ed it. Like, I completed it so much. And if you want an ending reaction, it's up in the corner or down in the description of not just the main game, but Torna also. I don't know what to say about it. I have to say it had its growing pains on me. I definitely, again, don't like the combat in Xenoblade at all. Not at all. Like, one little bit, I do not like the combat. The story had its moments. I believe that the first one had better storytelling than the second one, but I do have to give credit when credit's due. It did have a few moments where it really hit hard, I have to say. I give that credit when I do. Music, beautiful still. To this day, Xenoblade music, almost god tier. I have to say, it is one of the greatest things. I do have to say, the regular game has a little bit of... I didn't like it as much as if I played Torna, the actual DLC. The DLC had a little bit more flow to it, while the original game didn't. I personally liked playing the DLC a lot more better. It felt better. It flowed better. It just, the pace of it was a lot more better than this one. This one had a lot of gotcha mechanics with the blades, the blade system. Because I got all the blades, and then it was literally like, oh, you roll for a random blade where you could have get a common, uncommon, rare, or one of the story-driven ones, and that just got tiresome after a while. All the characters were good. The character designs were questionable a little bit at times. Pyro, why? I have to say, why the design? But nevertheless, overall, pretty damn good. Music, again, god tier. Tantal was one of the highlight, and the one that's the place that's inside the actual Titan. I can't remember what it is. Where it's like goddamn beautiful. Where like the pedals, like I can't remember. It's been a while. Music, beautiful. Story, not as good as the first one, but still really, really good at moments. I believe that the villain was a little... it could have been a little bit more. Overall, I can't wait until play number 3, which I did a little bit, but I will probably play number 3 in the new year in 2023 sometime. And I keep on hearing a lot of great things, non-spoilerly, but humongously great about that. If you did like 1 and 2, we'll definitely 3, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, we're going for a couple of honorable mentions. First of all, we got the Cowabunga collection. Turtles, lots, like 12 games of Turtles Past. Beautiful, beautiful thing. I love the arcade game, playing it back in the day when I went bowling all the time. Now I can play it anytime I want. Beautiful, beautiful. And the NES, the infamous NES game, it's on this. I love that game. I hate it at the same time. Nevertheless, it's still good. Has a lot of good content. It is worth the whatever you can get it for right now. It is definitely good there. That's an honorable mention. And I'm going to put this in mainly for my good friend Thomas, because it is one of his favorite games that came out in the last 10 years or so, I have to say. Or a while, let's just say. And that is Gris. Beautiful adventure that has not a single word of dialogue. It is a visual adventure. It has puzzles in it, kind of give gameplay in it. It's not just a pure walking simulator, but the visuals are amazing. The music is amazing. And you kind of have to kind of paste the story together of what it is. But nevertheless, it is a very visual, striking game. And definitely up there. This is the, I don't know, this is like the limited run edition, but they also released it normally also, so I have 2 versions of it. A great visual game that only takes a couple hours to beat, so go for it. It's a great visual, it's a great time. It's a great time if you just want to kind of be amazed by artistic backgrounds. So a short one is that I played was it Delight and Wonder Labyrinth, which is a part of the record of Lodoss Wars. The only thing I want to say it is literally like Symphony of the Night, but it's mixed with Ikaruga. Wrap your head around that one. But nevertheless, is it worth it? It's okay. If you can pick it up cheap, go for it. It's not bad. If you like Symphony of the Night and Ikaruga, you probably like it. Just it's not a shoot 'em up. That's the thing. It's a more Symphony of the Night than Ikaruga. But nevertheless, once you start playing it, you know what I mean. And before we reach number 1, I want to reach the number 1 disappointment of this year, and that is Valkyrie Elysium. I am huge fan of Valkyrie Profile for PS1, Valkyrie Profile 2 for the PS2. Not so much Valkyrie Profile for the PS1, which just got re-released for the PS4 and 5. which I'm currently playing right now, is absolutely wonderful. It is, like, up in the top 5 games of all time. Like, it is up there somewhere. So when I heard about a Valkyrie game coming out that's recently, I was super stoked. Got horribly disappointed that it is basically a hack and slash. But that's not the bad thing about it. The hack and slash part, gameplay, is actually the good part of this game. The bad part of this game is the story, the characters. They're just there. The only thing that I can probably give this game compared to the original is that they get into more of the actual Anheriars, that backstory of the Anheriars, than the actual first game, which that's the only thing that I kind of wish the first game did. This one solves that, but makes all the other characters kind of bland. Bland, not really, you don't really care about them. Music's beautiful. Gameplay's good. Just the story is meh. It's pretty much what it is. So this is the disappointment of the year for me. So I really hope for the best, but unfortunately, it was very much of a disappointment. All right, and then we get into the game of the year for me. In springtime, I actually got myself back into a game that I got back in 2017. It was the first game for Switch that I got, and that was Splatoon 2. I wasn't very good at it, so that's why I kind of stopped, and also wanted to play other things. So I stopped playing it. And I got into it in the spring of this year, and I just couldn't stop playing it. So I played it for a lot of spring. I racked up about 100 hours before I started. By the time the next game, which is number 3, came out, I clocked in about 624 or 25, around 620-ish hours in the game. So I played it a lot in the span of, since spring to fall. September 9th, basically. This is not the game of the year. Game of the year is the sequel that came out this year, which is Splatoon. I kind of just went for fun this year. I wanted to have fun with my games and not do too much challenge. I wanted to do like my big long RPG, which was Xenoblade. But I wanted to have more fun with games. I wanted to have fun with my daughter. And this, I could. And even with Splatoon 2, we could play together, we can play against each other, we can play Salmon Run together, and that's what I like. Because I like to share my gaming experience, my joy of games with her. And I wanted to have something that we can both connect with, and we connected with Splatoon, which is great. She has her Octoling, I have my Inkling. And we play Salmon Run together, we play Turf War together, hell, we play even Anarchy sometime together. And that's what I like. Like, I have my own times where I play Salmon, and I turf a lot, and I do my dailies and all that, but the thing is, I like playing with people with this. And the thing is that I've reached out to other groups, I've joined other Discord groups and so forth, through Splatoon 3. So I can actually play with other people, and that's connect. That's the thing. That's what I kind of wanted to do, and that's pretty much why this game is the game of the year for me, because I played this the most. I have like over 200 hours so far since September. I keep on playing it. I keep on going back to it because I can play it in short bursts. Like if I want to play a couple of rounds, then do other things. Or if I want to have a long session, do an hour or two or something, boom. Splatfest, amazing. Big run, amazing. And that's why it's the game of the year. Splatoon 3. Not just for myself, but for co-op playing. And that's the thing. That's why it's... Alright. So that's my games of the year. Short seat, and that's all that. There's a few other ones that I kind of want to go with. The medium Silent Hill 2 Remake came out, and I wanted to see what Bloober Team actually had. This one, not great, but it had the feel of Silent Hill, so I have positive reactions for hopefully the Silent Hill remake coming up, but we'll see. I also started Pokemon Scarlet. It's a Pokemon game, open world. So far, not too much into it. Maybe later on, something will bite, and I'll get on. Other than that, not bad. We've got Tormented Souls. I've actually practically beat this game. I think, at the last boss. Very old school Resident Evil, like PS1 Resident Evil feels to it. It's literally a PS1 horror game these days, basically. It doesn't look like a PS1 one, but it feels like a PS1 horror. Not bad. Pretty good. I got into Stray, the cat game. I didn't beat it yet, but I have to say, cute as hell. Very interesting world. Kind of want to spend more time in it, but other than that, not bad. We'll see what happens. We'll see like that. Other than that, cute as hell. I got into Cyberpunk 2077. Didn't play too much of it, but it did remind me very much of DSX Human Revolution a lot. Other than that, didn't play too much of it. Don't have too much opinions of it other than it's vast and it's going to take some time to really get into it. But other than that, so far, not bad. I'm playing the PS5 version through the PS4 version. It doesn't have all the bugs, or it runs perfectly. So, other than that, pretty good. And then finally, something that I practically finished and I'm going to do an ending reaction for is Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. And what can I say? What can I say this other than this is just a reskin of the PSP game, but with updated visuals. So it's not a remake, it is a remaster type of thing with the remake skin of they revoiced the cast, the music is rearranged. Overall, it is the PSP game through and through. I like the PSP game. I don't remember too much from it. I remember the ending though, and that gets you right here. Oh my god, it gets you. The feels are going to happen when I do my ending reaction. It is that. Anyway, that's that. And that's it. That's all I have pretty much there. There's a few other ones, but I'm not going to really get into too much. But overall, I didn't get into too many games this year. It's more of that I wanted to get into games longer, have fun with them, and that's why, got into Splatoon more and so forth. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope everyone had a safe and great holiday season. I'm recording this literally on New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year, and we will see you, and I will see you in 2023. Take care.